Another impact of media is that it causes us to have assumptions about how dangerous the world is. This is called mean world syndrome. If you hear things in the background, it's my dog. He's very excited this morning. So mean world syndrome is the generalized fear and distrust developed by heavy TV viewers. And with cultivation theory too, generally speaking, and we'll talk about maybe an amendment to this later, but heavier TV viewers are more likely to be impacted by media and how it shapes those TV viewers' worldviews. And mean world syndrome is particularly interesting because of the phenomenon of crime television shows and also true crime podcasts. So we generally, if we consume more media that is focused on crime, we'll think that the world is a more dangerous place than it actually is. Some criticisms of cultivation theory. I said this in my earlier video. We have more selectivity with our media now. So we can binge watch anything basically. And also there's an issue with causality. So I don't know if you all are familiar with Grand Theft Auto or GTA. Yeah. But there was a lot of controversy, and maybe still is, and I'm just older and don't hear about it as much. But it's a show that has a lot of violence, or excuse me, not a show. It's a game with a lot of violence, and it's where you as the player enact violence against the characters in the game. I guess you could say this with a lot of different games. GTA is just the one that came to my mind. But if you play violent video games, there's no indication that you will be violent in your social reality. So there's an issue with causality here also with, like, I might have the worldview that the world, that society is a really dangerous place, but there's no way that I can say it's because I watched CSI growing up, right? Because we couldn't test, we can't go back in time. It's all based on self-recall too. And then it lacks specific predictions. So how can we as researchers look at a media depiction and say that it is going to cause people to view the world this certain way? Because it can't take into account all the other factors of an individual and their experience. There's also weak empirical findings, so meaning that it's clearly observable. It's more of a theory that makes a lot of assumptions that are not solely based on empirical evidence. Still a useful theory, though. I'm going to stop here and pick back up so that you don't get viewing fatigue.